It has been over 10 years since I've been doing YouTube content. Where the hell is that time flown, huh? Hey everyone, it's me, MinimattReviews, is my full legal name here on YouTube, but hey, everyone just calls me Matt. And yeah, like I said, it has been just over 10 years since I started doing this shit. I can't believe it either. For those of you who don't know, on November 8th, I believe, of 2015, I uploaded my very first MinimattReviews episode. It was on Super Mario RPG. It's not good, the editing is terrible, but goddamn it, it's where I started. And I had originally decided that I wanted to make a video like this on the day that the anniversary happened. Sadly, I got so sick that I had lost my voice, still semi-recovering, and I couldn't walk. November has been one hell of a month for me. But now that I am feeling a little bit better, I'm able to say complete sentences, I thought it would be fun to just finally get on camera and talk to you all about how the fuck I have been doing this for 10 years, which is insane. Now, if you would have asked me like 5 years ago if I was still going to be doing this, the answer is I actually don't know. We were in a very weird time, and I kind of just stopped making content for like ever. And even now, I barely release videos whenever I can, but that is mainly just due to personal time and work and stuff like that always kind of getting in the way. But never in my ever have I ever thought I was going to get to 10 years here on YouTube. And man, what a journey it's been, huh? It has been a wild one. And I could spend so much time on here, you know, going through everything that's happened, but I just kind of want to talk about why I'm here, why this channel exists, and why I still want to kind of do this even into the future. I just hit my mic. Sorry about that, by the way, if that picked that up. Let's go back to 2015. I had just started college, albeit a bit late, and really I had no idea what I wanted to do in my life. So I decided to go to college for cinema and communications, which I would then study film, but also a variety of other medias, like, you know, journals or the news, like, press in general, photography, and like a little bit of radio too. It was kind of sick. But basically anything that had to do with media, I was kind of studying. And the main thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to be a video editor. Because, I don't know if you guys know this, but I work in the QA industry. The FQA industry, that is. You know, I'm a tester for video games. And part of the reason I really like my job, despite all the negativities about it, is that I like working behind the scenes on things. I like seeing stuff being made. I like seeing stuff, you know, being processed all together to be a full product. It's why I think video editing is so interesting and why I picked it up as a hobby, because I just thought it was cool to work on stuff and you see it fully released. That was my goal. I wanted to work on film. I wanted to work on TV. I wanted to work in anything. So, in order to do that, I had to learn how to edit. And really, the best way to do that was doing this content. Now, this isn't the first thing I've tried to do. I've tried to do content many times under a few things, but mainly, Minimatt is where I come from. It was my username back on the Xbox days, and still is now. And really, I just wanted to do stuff. Tried Let's Playing a bit, never work out, never does. But my true passion was video game reviews. I wanted to sit down in front of a microphone and talk about video games that I liked. That's why I picked Super Mario RPG as my first one, because I wanted to pick a game that I really love, and I still love to this day. 10 years later, I got to cover a remake of it, which is sick. Ever since I released that first video, I didn't know where YouTube content was going to take me, because honestly, it wasn't anything I ever pictured as a job. It was always a hobby. If you look at the early days of MinimattReviews, I don't know what the fuck this channel was. I was doing whatever. It wasn't until around the first year of MinimattReviews where I kind of started to find out what I wanted to do, and I still wouldn't like even pursue that much later. But it was when I did the Mario Color Splash video, which is the first video of mine to ever kind of get like a takeoff. Like, I remember hitting it with like 1,000 views when I was gone for a weekend, and I was like, what the fuck? But it's because of that video, and alongside many others, that I've gotten to grow a semi-small community, I guess, because of this channel. Like, I've gotten to meet so many wonderful creators and just people in general, whether they come into my chats or, you know, we talked like on what used to be Twitter and, you know, Blue Sky and all that. I equivalent everything that I have and everyone that I have met and learned to that first video back in 2015. It's crazy to think that it's been 10 years since I've been doing this, because 10 years is a long time. I've switched jobs like 3 times in that era. We had a pandemic, And honestly, I got to do so much cool shit because of this. I got to meet so many cool people. I got to go to Con Bravo and meet not only content creators that I enjoy and, you know, appreciate that they do, but I got to become friends with some of them, and some of them I still talk to this day. It's crazy to me that happened because I was like, I should talk about fucking Rap Jam on Super Nintendo. What truly drove me to create more and more as much as I could was a whole bunch of people that I got to meet throughout doing YouTube. But of course, the other thing that really pushed me was that I found the little niche that I wanted to do. I wanted to cover RPGs, because when I did that Kingdom Hearts month thing that I swore was going to be a thing and I just never got to do it, covering Kingdom Hearts made me realize, oh, this is it. This is what I want to do. Like, this is the shit that I care about. This is the shit that I should be talking about. And I wouldn't do that for a very long time. But when I started doing it, that's where I could kind of see all my fun and passion go into YouTube creating. It took a couple of years, but that's where it was. I think I can equivalent everything that I learned and wanted to do up until that Eternal Sonata video, which to this day is still my most viewed thing ever, and that's incredible. The Eternal Sonata video for me was a milestone in many ways, because I never really put that much work into talking about a video game that I cared so much about, and not until like Suikoden 2, and even then, like the Suikoden 2 video is rough. Like, I had to cut a lot out because I did not want that bitch to be that long, but I also didn't want to spoil anything because that fucking game rocks and more people should play it. Amongst my journey here on YouTube, I have done many things. I have collabed with many creators, and I will do so as far into the future that I can, and as far into the future as we choose to. And it's those creators who have always, you know, pushed me to create more, to revitalize my passion to making more videos. Like people like Krista Fields, or Strain42, or God, I'm gonna have to look up, you know, all the stuff that I've done. Even my old YouTube buddies, like, you know, Prime Hottie and Zenter, and, you know, Skull Kid and Harvey and all of them. You don't ever, and Snoops, I can't forget him. Like, don't ever think I've ever forgotten about you fellas, because I haven't. The same goes out to my buddies like Tap Chap and, oh my god, the name is blanking on me. Like, Ace the Gamer, dude, he was in my Minish Cat video, right? Like, there are so many people out there that, like, I have to thank because of this. Even the people who have stayed so long into this goddamn mess that is me, this 32-year-old guy who's still talking about like fucking PS1 RPGs and shit. People like Linko, people like Steven, people like Dez, and people like Haddock or Haddock. I never fucking know how to say your name, bro. That truly my brother, but only closer dude on the internet who shares the same, most of the same. We are Lightning Return stands together forever. There are so many people that I've gotten to meet over the course of doing all of this that, like, the list is too big to thank. I look back at like my Chrono Trigger video, and, you know, everyone else who's ever helped me in other stuff. Anyone in that, like, anyone in that Kingdom Hearts video, like fucking a Wolf and everyone that I got to interview for all of that. Like, that was fun. God, I'm like losing my words. There's just so many people. I'm losing track, bro. Like Arch Taco, how could I forget AJ, man? Like, my dude, I miss you every day, man. I hope you're doing good. Aside of all that, you know, I enjoyed doing this for as long as I have, which means I'm gonna keep doing it for as long as I can. I know it's kind of a joke because I don't really release content that often anymore, but believe me, I am working on stuff, and it just so happens that a lot of videos that I've worked on are just not gonna fucking matter anymore because new shit is happening. Like, I had a whole East 10 video ready to go, like, to record and everything. I beat the game, I was writing the script, and like 2 days after I beat the game, Falcom announced the Proud Edition, which came with like extra shit, and I was like, well, fucking, we're probably gonna get it at some point, so why even talk about it now? Like, it's gonna be outdated by then. Like, fuck. The same thing with like Expedition 33, my personal game of the year. I was getting the script already, and then they were like, hey, yo, guys, we're gonna release like post-game updates, and we got I see cool shit coming for the 5 million announcement. Look forward to that. So now I'm just gonna wait for that so I can record all that and then talk about the game as a whole, because I have so much to talk about that game. That's for another day. The point is that I've never not been working on stuff. I've always been trying to. It's just I've lacked the motivation to sit down and actually record and edit everything. It's why the videos like these that you've been seeing on the channel, despite it being a while because I've been sick and stuff like that, is because this was a lot easier for me to record. And honestly, it was a lot of fun for me to do too. I like talking about like the whole Kingdom Hearts stuff. I like talking about the fucking, as someone put it, writing fan fiction for Summer Game Fest and all that. The tier list video was fun to do too. Like I kind of want to do that again. You know, I also want to get back to making real videos too. And you can expect videos like that to be popping up pretty soon. I mean, with all the Tales of shit recently, I'm probably going to make a video like directly after this talking about it. But that's, don't worry about that. That'll come. And yeah, you know, there's not a whole lot more that I can really say to talk about what it's been like doing content for 10 years. Because really, nothing's happened, right? I'm close to 1,000 subs, which is awesome. And I've said before that the minute I hit 1,000, I'll do the Trails retrospective. Like, I'll finish whatever project I'm working on. And then we tackle Trails. Like, that's going to be the goal. That is the goal. If you want to see me talk about that, get me to 1,000. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, okay, you don't have to comment, but like, subscribe, and all that bullshit that YouTube tells you to do to get the stuff going, you know? Because the minute I hit 1K, that'll be happening. And, you know, if I can keep trying to push out content as much as I can, there's a good chance that could happen. But, you know, we'll see. And, yeah, like, I don't know, man. If you've stuck around for all these years, there's not a whole lot that I can really say outside of... thank you. Like, truly, thank you. This has always been a hobby of mine. This has always been something that I don't know, never really thought would do anything. I thought I'd be stuck at 50 subs for my whole life. And, you know, the growth never really mattered to me. It was always something that was cool, but never like, I need. You know, 1,000 is a goal. It's not a pedestal, but it's a goal. And if the number keeps rising, that's sick. But if it stops, that's also cool. Because I make content for me. I make content for the love of the game. I don't really do it for views or stuff like that. Because, I mean, I talk about JRPGs. Like, there's a market out there for it, but not at the rate that I make videos. But yeah, it's been so much fun to just do it for, you know, for whatever purposes I do. And it's not like I haven't been doing stuff outside of content creation. You know, I try to stream as much as I can, but, you know, I've been really lacking at that. But, you know, you will see me for the Game Awards. The early stream with the boys will happen. Trust me, I'm trying to make it special this year. But, you know, I'm going to try to come back to streaming on YouTube as well. I tried with Expedition, but, like, the multi-streaming thing wasn't working. So maybe I just come to YouTube for now, and we'll figure it out later. Because this is where most of my audience is anyway. I do want to kind of get more interaction with the channel, and if that's what I gotta do, cool. I have been thinking about a game that could be fun to come to because I haven't beaten it. I've never beaten it, which I think would be a lot of fun, and we could turn that into a video somehow. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that it's been 10 years. It really has been. And you know, if I forgot to name someone in the special things from before. No, I didn't forget you up here. I mean, I did because I didn't fucking say it. I didn't forget you here in my heart. Because even if it's small interactions or if it's something I did for like a video that I kind of forget about and then randomly remember one day, then, yeah. God, there's like so many people to thank. And like, you know, I've collabed with so many people, even my boy, you know, Narwhal, who we've done the Halloween stuff with. I'm gonna try to get him back again next year to try to do one, because we kind of miss it, and it is kind of my fault. But mark my words, dude, we'll get another one in there one day. Yeah, you know, there's just so many things that we've done with this channel. You know, it's been great. And like I said, I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff too. I've been trying to learn how to draw. I'm playing guitar better. Hopefully it sounds better. And yeah, I've been working behind the scenes on a lot of stuff too. Really want to try to make the channel grow next year. But we'll see. You know, again, it's never been about it. It's just a goal that I have. You know, with a lot of games coming out, I think we got a good run. I think now if I take my time and I actually focus on stuff, we'll get there. And I'll never forget anyone who's ever been on this journey with me. Even back when we were streaming Final Fantasy VII, I still remember most of the interactions I had with that, despite it being like 8 years ago now or something. Good lord. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say, because really this whole video is just me going, I've been here for 10 years, you ain't getting rid of me that easy. But, you know, it's not coming soon. But, you know, with these anniversary videos, I used to kind of cover a game that always meant a lot to me. You know, I did Kingdom Hearts, I did Chrono Trigger, I did Tales of Symphonia, Eternal Sonata, eventually Suikoden 2. It was kind of around that area, and that's what it was meant to be anyway. And I hadn't done one for a couple of years, so I've been kind of working on one in the background. The game footage still has to be recorded, but the script has been starting to be written, and I think that I think you guys deserve a little sneak peek as to what I'm working at. Don't expect it until next year. It's gonna take me a while, but I think it's time to cover what I consider one of my favorite games of all time. I've often said it's my favorite RPG of all time. It'll be a doozy of a video. One that I think is well worth the 10th anniversary moniker. My name is Matt. I run a channel called MinimattReviews. I have so for 10 years. And I hope that you all get to stay along and take a look at this. See you guys next time.